Hi, I am Jilma Clarke Shackleford, a Realtor with Grow Local Realty here in the Triangle area. I have started a YouTube channel entitled Hidden Gems, People, Places, and Things in the Triangle. And I would like to share a lot of different places, people, and things with you in the various parts of the Triangle because I feel as though we stay in the same place all of the time. So every week we'll be featuring something new for you to see and also hopefully for you to venture out to. Thank you so much and look forward to hearing from you if you have any real estate needs. My number is 919-426-8829 or you can contact me at jilmasellshomes@gmail.com. Thank you. Appreciate your attention. Greetings. I am Jilma Clarke Shackleford, Realtor with Grow Local Realty here in the Raleigh Triangle area. And I'm here at the Career Center to meet with the administrator of this particular office to highlight how the career development and workforce has changed over the years. So let's go on in and meet with Mr. Gathers here at the NCWorks Center. Good morning, Kenneth. It is such a pleasure to be here with you today.
Thank you. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to our discussion.
Right. Well, I am Jilma Shackleford. I'm a realtor, and I am very interested in what's going on these days with our youth and young adults and other aged persons that require us to really take a stand on and also to try to prop these folks up. This is, we're in the, I guess our country, the whole world is in a new spot. And here in the United States, one of our big problems is employment, unemployment, and just career development.
Correct.
Especially for our youth. They're kind of lost, but even adults, we're all experiencing layoffs and different challenges to what historically been our normal operating procedures as far as career and workforce.
Correct.
And I felt a need to try to encourage folks that if you're even laid off or not employed, that there are opportunities for you to go and get help.
Right.
And that's why I'm here at the NC CareerWorks to get some idea and hopefully get others involved and to start utilizing these much needed services.
So great, Jim. So here at the NCWorks Career Center, we are a federally funded resource that offers services to adult populations, and those could be individuals 18 and above that looking for career advancements, looking to transition to new careers, individuals that may have been displaced or laid off due to no fault of their own. And really at the Career Center, our goal is to help those individuals get back into employment, transition to careers to have, live self-sufficient lives. And we understand that work is important, and so that's the way families can provide ways and means for themselves. And so at the Career Center, the NCWorks Career Center, we offer an array of services that can consist of job search assistance, resumes, interviewing, mock interviewing skills, career advancement opportunities. We offer a series of assessments where we can do interest inventory assessments to really help job seekers identify what their interests, hobbies, and likes are. And then we have tools and resources that then assess those skills to kind of identify career matches. To say, hey, based on your interests, based on your hobbies, these are some occupations that you may excel in, and then we can then also tie that to the education that's required for those occupations. Right. And as you saw through our center, we do have signs to show our in-demand occupations such as skills trade, healthcare, advanced manufacturing, transportation and logistics, information technology. And so we really identified those markets in our local area, which is in the Triangle, which consists of Wake, Johnston, Chatham, Lee, and Orange County. So here in the capital area, we are responsible for those five counties in the Triangle. And so we are really helping those job seekers get back to work. Really, we have a business services team that's completely employer facing, so they're always out meeting with employers, understanding what the employer needs are, what upcoming trends, what type of economic growth they'll be experiencing or downsides they'll be experiencing. And so we can really prepare the workforce to be competitive. So based on what the employers are saying, our team will come back and share that information with the career advisors who can share that to the job seekers to say, hey, these are the upcoming careers. So, now we're into electronic vehicles. So you see we have a huge presence with electronic vehicles, the manufacturing of the charging stations. So those are new careers that probably come out within the last 5 years. Mm-hmm. Looking at our landscape with occupations, we also have moved into biopharma. When you're thinking about, it's not just, that's more advanced manufacturing, making drugs such as Ozempics and all of those biopharmaceutical manufacturers that's coming to our local area. And so we're really working to make sure that job seekers are aware of the skills and education that's needed to get into those careers. A part of our services, we do offer scholarship opportunities for individuals that need some skills upgrade training. So if they need a certification or a quick credential, we can offer support to assist those individuals in getting those certificates from the community colleges or private proprietary colleges such as CDL, HVAC. It can be an array of services that we can assist those individuals with.
So are those free, or you just assist them, you also assist them in trying to obtain these funds, or they come through
and
here?
So we do have funds where we do offer scholarships that can vary based on what the program costs. So some of the community colleges that we partner with in our local areas, Wake Tech, Johnson Community College, Durham Tech, and Central Carolina Community College. So we do partner with the 4 community colleges within our local area to offer those trainings, and we will pay for those trainings, up to $3,500 in our local area per year for individuals that need that type of training services to get that quick certification. Some individuals may come in and get a plus certification for IT. They may go get a PMP certification or black belt certifications, and we will pay for those certification costs and testing to get those actual licenses.
Okay. All righty. So that's really good.
Yes.
That's really good.
And I know you also mentioned youth, and also within the NCWorks Career Center, we do have our Next Gen program. The Next Gen program is geared towards young adults ages 18 to 24. We call it the youth program, but it's really young adults when you think about 18 to 24. And they offer the same array of services that the adult program offers, but they offer much more hands-on support. So with the youth, you have to be 18 to 24, primarily out of school, meaning you could have been a high school dropout, you may have not finished school, or you could have finished school and just out there just lost, because it's not just for individuals who did not complete high school. It can be also for individuals who completed high school but really don't have an idea of what they might be interested in doing. So our Next Gen program can provide them those hands-on learning opportunities to try to do career exploration. So they work closely with employers to host worksite tours and visits to really be able to expose youth and young adults to just varying careers. So it can go from gaming to IT, it can go skills trade, CDL, commercial driving, and so that arranges and it gets the youth in front of those employers to be able to take site visits, to tour their facilities, to understand what's a day in the life of working in these types of opportunities.
Okay, so basically they would come in this office, or it's another, the young
So in our local area, so here in Raleigh, the Next Gen Center is in the same plaza as the Adult Center. It's just right across the street. But in our Johnston County, we have a standalone Next Gen Center that's in Smithfield. And in our Lee County office, the youth program is co-located within our Adult Career Center, and that's the same thing as in Orange County. The Next Gen program and the adult program are co-located in the same centers in Orange and Chatham and Lee.
Okay, so how does one get started, whether you're in the adult program or the Next Gen program?
So to get started, you can just go to NCWorks.gov, and that's the statewide website that both job seekers and employers use. They can put in an inquiry at NCWorks.gov, and they can select their county. And once they select the county, each of the offices will receive a notification that, hey, you have a potential customer that's interested in receiving services. And for us, within 24 hours, we are reaching back out to that job seeker to try to get them connected, or they can call us at 919-715-0111, and there they will be able to access our virtual services. And so once they reach out to us, we have reps that sit on them, take calls to be able to assist those job seekers if they're even remote. They don't always have to physically come into a building. We can provide those services remote to them to get them engaged. So the first thing they'll do is create a NCWorks account. And through that account, they're creating just a general profile. That's just their name, some personal identification information. They will start building a resume if they have one, start identifying interests. So they're creating a profile. And then once that profile is created, then one of the staff members will start assisting them and start taking them through a series of just interest inventory assessments, dialogue to really understand, to get to know that job seeker so that they can put them on a path to success.
Right, right. And I know that they are very caring and generous with their time with them to help folks to overcome some of these challenges
Absolutely.
that they have experienced. So do you all you'll also refer them out to places if necessary?
Oh, absolutely. So we have an array of community partners because, of course, we're like any other organization. We're dealing with job seekers that may have emotional health issues, mental health issues. So we will, partner closely with our county and other nonprofit municipalities that can assist with mental health support, housing, transportation assistance, uniforms, Dress for Success. So there's the Urban League. So there are many partners that we partner with throughout the 5-county area to kind of help get individuals connected to other wraparound services. So we have individuals that may have been just as involved, but we do have individuals, programs and services that really work closely with being able to provide other mentoring support and coaching for those individuals that may have been just as impacted. We work closely with individuals that may have disabilities, so we work closely with the Department of Vocational Rehabilitation, and all of those other human services programs that may provide light heap assistance with different county governments and housings. Work very closely with all of our local housing agencies within our counties to definitely be able to provide, array of wraparound support services.
Right, right. That's great. And the main thing is for people to come in and pick up that phone, ask questions, and to come in.
And the big part of making sure that when, we are here Monday through Thursdays, 8:30 to 5, and on Fridays, 8:30 to 2. And the thing I think is the most important part is when job seekers come in, they must come in and share, hey, what they're looking for. Like, they may not have a clue, and that's fine. We have tools to help provide them that support. Our staff are definitely caring and dedicated professionals that really want to see the best in the job seekers that we serve. You know, our mission is to make sure that we can have North Carolina stay competitive, that individuals in North Carolina can have, you know, self-sustaining lives and be able to provide for them and their families. So the staff was always going to have a listening ear. They're going to be empathetic. They're going to provide that support. They're going to be coaches and cheerleaders to really route the individuals.
Right. Allow them to be successful in life because they have a lot of years going forward to work.
Correct.
And you know, it might not be the first position that you have. However, going down the road, you know whether you can kind of go to get help and carve out exactly where you want to go.
Correct.
And that, you know, it's key, but the first step is picking up that phone or going on that computer and connecting.
Correct. And that's going to be definitely important because one of the things we are doing is really trying to expand our services so that we can be available. That's why we offer virtual services because we recognize everyone does not have transportation.
Exactly.
So you don't have to leave your house. We do have training providers that offer online classes. So our programs are not always just in person, and especially since COVID, we've had to adapt to how we, you know, operate. And so pre-COVID, everybody had to physically come into a building. Post-COVID, you can either come into a building, we can service you via phone, via internet, via two-way stream. You just have your cell phone. As long as you have a phone, we can.
And everyone has a phone.
We can be able to provide, you know, provide that assistance. So, and that helps because as our county, our area has expanded. We recognize that there's no mass bus transit or transit here in the Triangle area. So when we think about that, we have individuals in Wake County. If we think about from the far south end of the county to Fuquay to the northern end and Wake Forest, there's no transportation that can get you from one end of the county to the other. So that's why as we are being, you know, stationed, we recognize that, hey, being able to meet individuals where they are is important.
Exactly.
And so therefore, we are really looking to be able to find other partner agencies where we may be able to have access points throughout the community to be able to reach more individuals, but also being able to have these remote online services where job seekers can just call us from their car. They can call us from their home if they don't have transportation and still get the same level of services that you do. Because when we think about, everybody has an Amazon account. You know, you're not, you're really not leaving your house. You just put your phone and then you could have stuff delivered to you right in a day or 2 days.
Exactly.
And so we're really thinking about, hey, how do we take our services to be where, hey, a person doesn't have to leave, you know, their work from home jobs, you know, through customer service. So if that is truly a barrier that I can't, you know, drive, but I can work from home, there's different opportunities and careers that we can look at. We're trying to get individuals placed and provide that necessary support.
Well, great. This all sounds good. I'm a human services background throughout my career, and I just see a need. You know, my heart is there, and I'm sure yours is definitely there. You know, you're putting access out there to everyone. You know, so there's no excuse to not be able to reach out to the workforce. You know, to the workforce.
And I mean, we totally understand because we want to service more individuals. We understand we exist as a career center because of the population and the constituents of the state, so and the businesses. So we know that for us to have a thriving economy, we need individuals educated, employed, so that we can continue to have a thriving economy. And that's why we are the perfect bridge between employers and job seekers to make that necessary connection so that North Carolina remains competitive.
Right. And things have changed so much over the years.
Absolutely.
And everyone is not a person that requires or wants a 4-year degree.
Correct.
You know, so your organization provides the alternative to that type of need.
Oh, absolutely.
And
and so when we really look at, we have those individuals that are interested in 4-year degrees, and that's totally great because there will still be certain occupations that still require 4-year degrees. Right. But now we're really seeing businesses looking at establishing more apprenticeship opportunities where businesses are embedding apprenticeships within their own organizations where they can do the training because employers know what they're looking for. You know, it's gone are the days where you sit in the classroom for 4 years and get a degree. Now employers are saying, hey, I can develop this curriculum and train these employees on what I need them to do to be successful here, and then create ladders and opportunities and career pathways within their own organization by using apprenticeship programs. You're earning while you're learning. It creates a win-win solution for both the employer and for the job seeker, for the candidate, because through apprenticeships you often have career progression ladders where as you achieve certain benchmarks and milestones, it often comes with additional salary increases. It offers you the ability to be able to do more in that role, and so that creates a whole win-win environment, and it's essentially debt-free to the job seeker. You know, they have to make no calls. They're not collecting student loans and unnecessary student debt. They're earning while they're learning, and it creates a trajectory for success for them.
Well, that is so great. Well, I really appreciate all that you're doing, you and your staff, and this program is not just in, like you said, it's like 5 counties, 5 areas.
5 areas here in the the capital area region.
Right.
But within the state of North Carolina, there are 20 workforce boards and over 90 career centers across the state of North Carolina. Right.
So, you know, it'll work anywhere in North Carolina, and several other states will probably have the same or similar programs.
And they're all
might be a different name.
They're all a part of the American Job Centers. That's what the federal names are, all American Job Centers. So all states are part of, have American Job Centers, but they may be called different things in different states. So in North Carolina, we're known as the NCWorks Career Centers and the Next Gen Centers for our young adult program.
Okay, so Kenneth, if I'm trying to figure this out, give us some information how you can be contacted, the Career Center can be contacted. Like, what's the number for this one?
For this one, so our telephone number to be contacted is area code 919-715-0111. And so you can contact our customer service line. That line is manned from 8:30 to 5 Monday through Thursdays, and 8:30 to 2 on Friday. Once they make that contact to the Career Center, one of our agents will definitely screen and assess them via phone and really get them started. But the first step is just to either make the phone call at area code 919-715-0111, or they can visit ncworks.gov, ncworks.gov, and they can go create them a profile. And even once they create a profile, they can select the region or office location they would like that assigned to, and then once that's created, the office will then get a notification that this person has requested assistance and really would like a call, and then we monitor that throughout the day. So if you get on ncworks.gov and select the Raleigh location at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, probably by 3:30, someone will be reaching out to you, because we're monitoring, our website and customer inquiries, throughout the day to make sure that we're providing responsiveness, being very responsive to communities and individuals seeking out our services.
Right. And just one more thing, if someone is in high school and there's a program that you have or service that they can take classes through, like Wake Tech Community College.
And so we do have our Next Gen program, and our Next Gen program work with individuals ages 16 through 24. So they do work with some high school individuals, but I know they primarily focus on out of school youth. So I'm not the best to speak on, but we do have our Next Gen program that service that population.
So they just have to call. It all depends on the person.
Absolutely.
And how much you want to input into the program, because you guys are certainly putting a lot into other people that are reaching out.
Yes, we will definitely make that investment, and that's why I look at it as a partnership. Hey, we're here to support you, but it really takes the job seeker and the candidate having the willingness and the drive and take that first step. Like, you take the first step to reach out to us, we will definitely provide the wraparound support to
Right,
really
right.
guide you along the way too. And that's what we really are. Staff are known as career advisors because we are not just case managers. They're doing advising, consulting, because we recognize that the end work has to come from the individual making an investment in themselves.
Exactly, and I love it. I love it. That's my whole background, but also to just help people and provide the services, but it's up to you to, try to contact us. Mr. Gathers, thank you so much. You've done a yeoman job, and I greatly appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you. It was a pleasure meeting with you today.
All right, take care.
Thank you.
Hi, I am Jilma Clarke Shackleford, a Realtor with Grow Local Realty here in the Triangle area. I have started a YouTube channel entitled Hidden Gems, People, Places, and Things in the Triangle. And I would like to share a lot of different places, people, and things with you in the various parts of the Triangle, because I feel as though we stay in the same place all of the time. So every week we'll be featuring something new for you to see, and also hopefully for you to venture out to. Thank you so much, and look forward to hearing from you if you have any real estate needs. My number is 919-426-8829, or you can contact me at jilmasellshomes@gmail.com. Thank you. Appreciate your attention.